Good evening, y'all. How we doing? Little Globex stream. Unfortunately, all the indexes are kind of hanging around the Kelt mid, so I'm not sure when I'll be getting into a trade, but let's hope Globex provides a little bit less wiki opportunity than what we saw during RTH today. I had 3 trades that were all over 100 points in profit that all got wicked out for close to break evens. And at that point, I closed up the charts and worked on other things. So how was your guys' day? Looks like Albu won't be joining us this evening. It's understandable. It's probably, what, 1:30 in the morning his time? Morning, DJ. Andrew, Dave, Nims. No, I'm not deporting DCD. Yeah, DCD. It's like you're in a trade. It's looking good. Everything's going smooth. Dang, Andrew, you're a trooper. 2:30 in the morning. Everything's going smooth in your trade. And then someone opens their mouth and in half a second, 2,000 in profit is gone. So I knew better than to keep trading today. After it happened to me 3 straight trades. What's up, Zanuck? After it happened to me on 3 straight trades, I hung it up with about $400 of profit and went and worked on some other things. Hopefully tomorrow, all the filming and everything for the Glizzy series episode 2 all the filming's done. The editing still needs to be finished. But that should be out tomorrow. Yeah, DCD. I still do my technical analysis, so I still have my levels. Overall, the levels are still playing. It's just random when the spikes come. So, like, if news drops, I was short from 120 up here and had my stop just above 100. It came all the way down, and then news spiked me out of that trade. And then it happened, I want to say down here, I was long. After I saw it hold above this level at 720. And it came up. I moved my stop up, and it wicked me out again. And then I was short from here. It hardly went in my favor before I got wicked out again. I was maybe up, I don't know. Let's see here, like 40 points on my last trade, and then it wicked me out again, and I hung it up after that. That was it. I was done. I was tilted. Hey, Cade. Man, we got a lot of the UK viewers still up. Late. Very, very late. I appreciate you guys. But, I mean, as you can see, levels are still leveling. It's all about timing right now, unfortunately. You definitely don't want to be operating anywhere in the middle. Elite Trader. NQ is what I was trading today, but I got to get away from NQ. ES was kind of doing the same thing. Actually, all the indexes were doing the same thing today. So you either got really lucky when the news dropped, or you got really screwed. It's just how it went today. I probably should have been tighter trailing once I had 100 points in profit, but you guys know me. I like to let my trades run to full target, and paid the price for it today. I wasn't red on the session or anything like that. It was just frustrating. That's all. So instead of tilting my way into a losing session, I just stopped trading. Been there, done that. I know the feeling. I know when to walk away. Yeah, DCD. I mean, I learned a long time ago that that's how I get myself into trouble, is when I feel that anxiety start to creep in, or the anger. I know I'm not thinking that clearly. And I still execute at the same areas, but I make far more mistakes. What's up, Bryce? Yeah, Zanuck. I learned a long time ago. Really, after my first year of trading, I learned that lesson. So I'm quite content with hanging it up for a session. If I start feeling that anxiety or the anger creep in, I know to walk away, or at least close the charts and go do something else for a little bit. Mentally reset. Oh yeah, Robert, that sucks. Yeah, it's so key in trading though. Like you have to know when your mind isn't operating at peak condition. You know, when emotions are starting to take over, to walk away. You really got to limit the damage, otherwise you will blow up. You'll turn, you know, a minimal loss day into a massive loss day, or an account liquidation day real quick, especially in today's markets. You know, the last couple of months have just been crazy, like nothing I've ever seen. I mean, we had a 12% up day. Well, we might never see that kind of move again, ever. I mean, luckily our brother Goose was a part of it. He caught a good chunk of that move. I think I caught maybe 50 points of that move that day, and it was during Globex. Yeah, Nims. Yeah, Nims. I mean, your earnings calls are... I mean, I've never seen anything like it, Nims. I'm not going to lie. You know, we always said Dave was the fade Dave indicator, you know, whenever Dave had call-outs. But, man, your earnings predictions are they're about as polar opposite as they can possibly be. What's up, Savvy? I think the problem is, Nims, is every earnings release, you always call for a market collapse. You always call for a big down move. Yeah, Robert, it was like it was completely random. I forget what time that happened at, but I want to say it was like around, I don't know, 12:30 in the afternoon, you know, during lunch hour when that came out. And all of a sudden it was just a huge rip to the upside, and we were already up quite a bit on the session. And those are the types of moves that they're hard to get into once they've started like that. They're extremely hard to get into. It's hard to buy tops and feel comfortable. But you definitely don't want to get in short either. You know, that's how you get ran over. In fact, I had a friend who shorted at like 8% up on that day, large size, and ended up getting run over. Tesla was... Nims, you got to understand, like, the market, large institutions have targets in mind. It doesn't matter what the earnings are. The earnings could be bad, the news could be horrible, and the market will still pump. Yeah, actually, just so you guys know, that account is activated now. I have not taken a trade on it yet, but this is the Glizzy account. It is funded. I haven't taken a trade though, at all. There was no Glizzies today, so it sits right where it started at, starting balance. Nah, today, Savvy, I was trading my Top Step account. I really have the fewest accounts that I've had in a long time, actually. I only have my Top Step account. I've got the one Take Profit Trader account, and I have my personal. So I only have 3 accounts right now. Yeah, Savvy. I mean, I should have had over a $9,000 day. Instead, I walked away with $400. Those 100-point wicks will get you. 100-plus point wicks. Robert, what prop did you trade with? Take profit trader? Apex? Okay. Yeah, I haven't traded with Apex in a long time. My trust with them went out the door a long time ago. A long time ago. Oh, DCD. And NIMS. I think NIMS has been right 2 out of maybe 100 times. So you're right there. 98%. 98% is probably about right as far as the wrong calls are concerned. Here's the thing, though. NIMS isn't trading those. He's not trading his call-outs. He knows better. However, you got guys like Kevin in there slamming the call-out and losing massively because of it. Like, they should know better, though. They've been around long enough to see NIMS earnings calls. I mean, they're atrocious. They are absolutely atrocious. See, here's the thing, though, Dave. What I've noticed about NIMS is he's not good, like, with the intraday callouts. But within the next day or two, generally, the market will work its way down to where he called the market to go to. So I don't know. Maybe he just needs to see what he's going to call, predict the bottom, and call something up. The exact amount of points away from where current price is that he was going to call for the price to be down. Yeah, Dave. So, see, we need a combination of the fade Dave and fade NIMS, right? We fade NIMS on the swing position, or we fade Dave on the instantaneous 5 seconds after a call for, you know, like 20 points. And then we fade NIMS for the remainder of the trading session, every earnings call out that he has. Man, this is kind of nice and relaxing. Market's not flying around anywhere. I don't know what I have as far as ES levels are concerned right now. It appears we're kind of at one right now at, you know, 54.05-ish is where I have. I don't know if that holds, though. Man, that 5K level sure rejected again, didn't it? Now that I'm looking at it. NIMS, Dave, why aren't you a member? NIMS, why aren't you a member? You've gifted like 10 memberships to my channel and don't have one of your own. So what I'm looking for this evening, I kind of have to wait. These gold lines, these yellow lines that you see on my charts are the pivots. So this is R1, this is S1. This gray line is central pivot. Then if I flip over to my other charts, we're kind of just chopping kelp mid right now. I kind of want to see what happens here in about 15 minutes. So we'll probably be chilling for a little bit, but I kind of want to see if we get a strong push above the kelp mid. And I wouldn't be opposed to taking a long if we hold above the kelp mid at 8 o'clock my time. So 15 minutes. I wouldn't be opposed to taking a long and targeting something like, you know, new highs on the overnight session here. Looks like we already filled the gap that was created on the open. And I know generally what they say is, you know, retail traders try to trade the gap fill. Institutional traders wait for the gap fill and take trades in the direction of the take trades in the direction of the gap. So like in this case, it would be down. But I'm seeing we never quite got to the support level. So that tells me that buyers are still present down here above 700. On the DOM right now, largest interest is to the top side up at 19K. So all your large orders are up here. We do have this little bit down here through the, you know, 700 to 760. That could be a draw, an immediate draw. But I have a feeling we're probably heading back up above 19K at some point in the very near future. I'll be watching to see if those orders disappear or if they move down to try and get out. But oh no, Nimsy predicted we close at 19,970. Yikes. Yep, Mason. Globex stream. You've got 8 charts on your screen. Dang, DCD, how big is your monitor? You got one of those big boy 49-inch curved widescreen monitors? Dave, given how I've treated NIMS in the contract negotiations, it's hard for me to do any kind of negotiating when I myself don't make any money. You gotta talk to the CEO about that. Yeah, Dave, I don't know how Kev does it. I don't know how he does it. And then to add on the 30 indicators that he's got on everywhere, I have no idea how he reads a chart. 27 ultra wide. Yeah, that's oh, 37. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. I was like 27. I'm working with 3 27-inch screens right now. Actually, no, I got one 32-inch and 2 27-inch. How are the volume levels, guys, on the music and everything? Is it too loud or is it just right? Oh, Dave, you like the Gangster series? Mobland? I've never heard of Mobland. Your ears are bleeding, Tyler? Wait, are your ears bleeding from my voice or bleeding from the music? Mute Nims, he's loud. Yeah, I can't ever tell because, like, sometimes OBS will be reading like a higher negative decibel, and the chat will be telling me that it's too quiet, and other times it'll be hardly reading any decibels at all, and they'll say it's too loud. So I never know. Right now we're hanging around, like it's peaking at like negative 38 decibels is what it looks like. Tyler, everyone's short YM at 780 with all their evals. Yeah. Did everybody load up on the Apex 90% off? I saw a lot of people just load it up. Oh, Nims, did you get yelled at by the girlfriend? Yeah, Savvy, I can't. What's up, Tenor? Welcome. Yeah, Robert, they're finding too many reasons to deny people payouts. Like, you're jumping through too many hoops just to get a payout. Man, guys, if we don't get away from Kelt Mid, I'm not going to be taking any trade this evening. It's going to be a short Globex stream. Only problem with the long side is we got central pivot right here at about, what, 864? And all this volume to get through just to get up to where I would be normally targeting up here at 920-ish. Right in the middle of two levels as well. Kelt channel is narrowing on all the indexes. Let's see where it's at on NQ here. So really our best shot at a glizzy on the overnight is probably the ES. And it's probably a downside move. What were you saying? It was 780 short on YM? Let's see here. Yeah. I don't know. Trendline traders are expecting more upside. No matter what trend line you draw here. I know, Robert. Top Step is like they haven't done it just yet, but I feel like they're next in line to do it. What is Kelt? It's the Keltner channel. So DCD, it's what you see on my screen right now. Is actually an indicator developed by Banana Bread Trades, Goose. He calls it the Glizzy Clipper. So the light gray lines here are the Keltner channel bands, kind of like a VWAP channel. The Kelt mid is, I think, is a 200 period moving average, and these are your standard deviations away from that. The red lines and green lines that you see are the expected range for the trading session. And this is his harmonics rotation oscillator, kind of like a MACD or an RSI down here at the bottom. So what you'll see is when price, and it's a mean reversion play that it's indicating, when price extends to in between either these two red lines or these two green lines and is outside of the Keltner channel upper or Keltner channel lower bands, the conditions are generally ideal for price to revert back to the Kelt mid, hence the mean reversion play. So if price is above the Kelt upper here and in between these two red lines, you'll see a bearish signal pop up or print on my charts. Let me see if I can go back and find one for you. We didn't have one at all today. So you see, you get these prints. And obviously you don't take every single print blindly. You wait for other things to line up. But you see how price almost got back to the kelp mid there, and actually it did end up hitting eventually. I'll try to find a bullish one for you as well. But this last eval that I did with Take Profit Trader, I only traded glizzy signals with it. And just passed an eval, a Take Profit Trader eval with it. Let's see if I can find a bullish one. Have to go a ways back here. Like even this one was minimal, but it still hit kelp mid. Now, granted, it did take me 3 weeks to pass the thing because there just wasn't a whole lot of opportunity. But it's really nice. He's done something brilliant here. Yeah, DCD. So it's his calculations for expected range for the day. So you obviously have your buy zone, which is green in between here, if price gets in between there, and your sell zone if price is in between the two red lines, right? And then you want price to be above or below the outer Keltner bands and in between these two areas. But you also want the oscillator down here to be either overbought above 70 or below negative 70 for a buy signal. And then you'll get a print. And that's when you start looking for, okay, what's around here? Like what levels around here? What is order flow looking like? Yeah, Dave. So generally price gets a little less predictable once outside of this expected range, and that's generally when you see those huge trend days, you know, either to the top or downside. So he has programmed it so that the indicator doesn't print beyond that area. I'll tell you when the best glizzies print. DCD, that's during London session. So like, are you East Coast time, DCD? What's up, Palm? If you're East Coast time, it's like 3:30 in the morning our time. Oh, you're Central? Okay, so it would be 2:30 in the morning your time. But yeah, during London session, you generally get those range good trends that form. So the prints that happen during London are generally some of the best prints that you're going to have. Lately, because once the market stops moving in these 4 or 5% moves, I think it'll be a lot better. You'll have a lot more prints. But when you're getting these 4 and 5% moves every day, it's unreliable. But keep that in mind. Strictly trading the indicator, even with how wild the markets were and how not ideal they were for an indicator-based strategy like that, I still passed an eval with it without hitting a rebuild date. So that's pretty good in my eyes. If you're interested, DCD, Banana Bread or Goose has a video that explains everything in more detail on his YouTube channel. Feel free to check it out. I think it's worth the small cost for it. I do, personally. It's nice to know, hey, there's a possible reversal coming here. Let's keep our eye on things for a minute. And generally, they're pretty big trades. I mean, even right now, that would be a, let's see, 100 points on NQ if it was to print, you know, outside the channel right now. Even on an overnight session, I mean, that's pretty nice. There are times when it gets ran over, though. High volatility news events, usually opening bells, you know, murder algo, those types of things. It's not reliable because it doesn't filter out that there's news involved with the move. But oh, you're trading Top Step Axe? Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Well, they use trading view charts, don't they? I want to say it's coming to TradingView very soon. I mean, don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure he said he's working on TradingView, like it's almost there. So very soon you will be able to use it. Yeah, but Palm, TradingView's free, right? So really all you would have to pay is the... Oh, Zanuck, you're testing it out right now? Okay. Yeah, I figured he has it out there to a few people that are running it on TradingView right now. Goose might pop in here in a little bit. He said he was working on his Subaru this evening, so maybe when he's done, he'll pop on the stream for a minute. But yeah, I mean, TradingView's free. It's a free platform, so you can definitely... Zanuck leaking secrets. Nah, Zanuck's good. I know Goose is throwing it out there to small sample sizes to run tests for him, for sure. Yeah, Robert, I don't know. I know he wants to get it on as many trading platforms as possible, obviously. I mean, he wants to make as much money as he can with it. It's the best indicator I've seen. Hands down. Oh, it looks like my long... I was talking about all this and it looks like the long played out. Get distracted streaming. Yeah, Dave, I figured you'd be long. Momentum move, Dave is in. For sure. But yeah, I mean, he's going to have it on his, I'm sure, on as many trading platforms as he possibly can get it on. It's just going to take time to code it because every trading platform works off a different code. Oh yeah, Tenor, I saw you had a pretty rough day yesterday. Yeah, we've all been there, brother. All of us. Myself included. I've had blow up days. There was a day, I'm trying to think, what was it? It's probably about 3 months ago at this point in time where I lost 11,000 in one day. So I've been there. I think I even had a stretch in December. It wasn't as bad, like profit loss wise, but I think I had a stretch in December where I had 5 straight red days. That hasn't happened to me in forever. A point on micros for ES is going to be $5. Divide by 10. Yeah, Dave. I think during that stretch I was only down like $1,200 total. But man, I was starting to question: do I even know how to do this thing anymore? I was at that point mentally. Well, Dave, I hope you took profits. Yeah, DCD. One MES, I think a point on the MES is $5. I want to say. Yeah, yeah, Palm. I was searching. I even went and did the Lux Algo indicator at one point just so I knew where order blocks were. I had those on. I had floor trader pivots on. I was throwing everything on. I was like, oh man, I got to figure this out. This is the longest losing stretch I've ever had. Snapped out of it real quick, but well, guys, that would have been my full target there. I'm not gonna go chasing at this point either, though. I want to say last Globex stream you like VWAP. I don't have VWAP anywhere on my charts anymore. Let's see. Do I have it on any of my charts? None of these. It's not on YM. Yeah, I don't have it on any of my charts anymore. Well, guys, it looks like currently, unless we get a break above this 960 area, you know, above these wicks and a retest hold long, it's looking like we might be range bound between 950 and 720. So I guess the areas that you want to be operating at this point are those two. These two zones. Well, how'd you guys all do today? Oh, Palm, you had jury duty today? Ay, 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 ay. Yeah, that's the worst. It is the worst because what do they pay you? They pay you like, I mean, obviously if it's in a downtown area, they pay for your parking or whatnot. But I want to say they pay you like less than $20 for the entire day. If we're doing trading with the boys May 2nd, you won't be able to join. Oh, nice, center. Way to bounce back. Green is green, my friend. Oh, nice, TTU full port shorted the open. That's almost a Dave play right there. If you're taking a trade within the first 60 seconds after market opens, yeah, Paul, I want to say it was the same here. Like, I got summoned for jury duty here in Kentucky. I didn't get selected for the jury, but I want to say for that day, I think they ended up sending me like an $8 check or something like that. Oh, it was 2 minutes after open, not the first minute after open, DCD. Yeah. See, you're slacking, DCD. Dave has his total posted and says he's done for the day on minute 2. Oh, man. I don't know how you guys do it sometimes. I've never been a momentum trader. Anybody else in the chat a pure momentum trader? Like Dave's a pure momentum trader for the most part. I know he's trying to break himself of that habit, but he is definitely a momentum trader. You bet let the open candle do its 30-second fake out move. Yeah, except for when it doesn't. Except for when it just keeps going. Yeah, I mean, long-term sustained success, you're gonna have to learn to locate key levels, key areas of support and resistance. That's all there is to it. Especially when you start broadening into like swing trading, Dave. Which I would assume if you're starting a personal account, that's more or less what you want to be doing, not having to stare at the charts all day. You're going to have to know where you need to be operating. So being able to identify key levels of support and resistance is crucial. Absolutely crucial. I mean, let's face it, you guys are all here because I draw levels on my chart. Because I've been doing it since the good gains days. You're here to make fun of Nims. Nims is probably asleep by now. Oh yeah, Tyler, you think it's because I didn't join the YM short? Let's see, what did it get up to? 800? He's still getting yelled at for not going to the, oh, did he get yelled at for not going to the store today? I didn't talk to Nims much today. I really didn't talk to anybody today for the most part. I was working all day. Nice, Tyler. Nice. We take those. Yeah, DCD, I'm never going to be one of those people that just, you know, max leverage long for views. I'm just never going to be one of those people. So unfortunately, my channel is probably never going to be as big as some of these guys because I'm just not as risky. You know, I'm going to consistently put up $1,000 days, $2,000 days. That's what you're gonna see. Every now and then, you know, once every couple weeks, I might have a $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 day. But it's either going to be a small red day for me, or it's going to be an average looking day for the most part, as far as streaming is concerned. I mean, once the account builds, we'll see what happens with this Glizzy account. Actually, I'm kind of interested to see. I think I'm gonna keep it going for, you know, at least 6 months. If not a year, and see what we can build that account to. I'm sure I'll take payouts on it along the way too. There is daily payouts with Take Profit Trader, so there's no reason to not pull some money out. But once it has a pretty good sized buffer, I'll start to size up on it a little bit. But I think in the beginning, it's probably going to be more like layering in with, 3 micros, no more than 1 mini. And just scaling in and out, because Take Profit has the same intraday trailing drawdown as Apex does once you're in funded. They don't have it during the evaluation, but until you are above the buffer of $2,000 on the 50K accounts, you do have that intraday trailing. So I'm going to have to keep my trailing kind of tight, so you're not going to see big days for a little bit probably, unless I get lucky and catch one of those 100-point spikes. But it'll be interesting to see, come December, what this account is at and how much in payouts I've taken from it, just trading the indicator itself. I mean, imagine this account gets to $100,000 in payouts. That would be a clickbaity title. I can tell you that right now. That would be a clickbaity title. And I'm sure Goose would love nothing more than to see that happen. I mean, can you imagine the sales on the indicator if I put content out there like that? First payout, I should pay subs. Yeah, DCD. But yeah, I mean, I still trade my Top Step account, levels based for the most part. So I still take other trades throughout the trading session, but with the Glizzy series, I have to keep it 100% transparent as well. So I have to film all those. I have to remember to go and hit the record button. I don't know that I'm going to be able to continue that up for an entire year. It might just be I'll have to document all my trades and show all my trades in like an account summary format. That's going to end up being a lot of space on my PC if I record all those trades. There was a trade, one of them I was in for over an hour the other day, I want to say. But between those and live streaming, the amount of files on my PC right now are starting to accumulate. What are we talking about, Dave? Are we talking about your iron play again? Are we still on that? Tyler, I see you're posting, Fred. I just saw the notification. That's funny. Jeez, what is Brian? Is Brian doing some old fashions? Like, is that what he's got there? What is that? A little bullet? Some bitters? Yeah, he's got the muddler there. Yeah, he's making some old fashions. Hey, Joel. Brian looks like he's getting down tonight. What's this? What's this second bottle that he's got there in the middle? with the red cap. I need to zoom in on this thing. Let's see what he's got. Okay, so he's got the Bullet 95 Rye, Angostura Bitters, Maraschino Cherries. What's this red bottle that he's got on there with the waxy cover? Joel, my day was frustrating. I should have made like $9,000 and got Newswicked out for like $400 total on the day. And after the third time of that happening to me, being 2,000 up on every position, is that vermouth, Dave? Do you see it? Is he putting vermouth in his old fashions? What's he doing? Why is he putting vermouth in his old fashions? Is that sweet vermouth? Oh, Joel, yeah, it got me bad. Got me bad. Had me tilted. Had me angry. I had to close the charts. With bitters? Or maybe he's doing both, Dave. Maybe he's starting with the old fashioned and moving over to the Manhattan. Because, yeah, that's all the ingredients for both those drinks, right? The only thing that I don't see that he's got is that must be sweet vermouth. He must be using the sweet vermouth as like his simple syrup. And the cigar. Yeah, he's going for it tonight. Classy man there. Later, Robert. GG's. Glad you made some money. I probably should have made money too. We're kind of just slow grinding up here, aren't we? If we get the dip back below Celt mid, I'm not opposed to this short. We'll just play the range. You know, target like probably like 8-10 would be my first target. But I need price to be below the Celt mid. Oh, DCD, it's okay. It's okay. It's knowing my luck, the market wouldn't have moved like it did if I was in the trade. You guys ever feel like that? You ever feel like the market's just against you at certain points? He's making Manhattans. Oh yeah, he did post that. Yeah, tenor. So that's why you have to keep your risk in check. You know, we can take the paper cuts. We can't take the knife to the gut, though. It's looking like a short all of a sudden, isn't it? I'm thinking about taking the short here from high 40s. See if we can get full port short. Yeah. I'm not gonna be doing that. Not on not on a Globex stream. All right, I'm short. I'm gonna keep my wrist tight though. Oh no, 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 no. Let's see if I can get out of this flat. This is bad. This is bad. This is the Take Profit Trader account. This isn't Top Step. This is supposed to be the glizzy only, but you guys are all witnesses to this as well. Just let me out green a little bit. All right, I'm flat. Wow. See? This happens to me all the time. That's ridiculous. Yes, thank you, Joel. I appreciate it. I did that the other day, too. Okay, let's get back over. I need to remember when I have my levels on the charts, it's not the glizzy account. Sheesh. What a disaster. Oh, yes. And coincidentally, guess what, guys? Still flat, because I only made $5 on it. And the commissions are $5, so haha. Haha. Jokes on YouTube. All right, let's make this bigger. I still like the short here. If I can get an entry from a little bit higher. Oh, it did spike up there for a second, didn't it? Yeah, let's just take it. No risk. Like $120. We'll target 820. We'll go for that 420. 420 profit. Glizzy posted in chat. Thanks, Joel. I appreciate that. I'd kind of like to see this flush to below 35 here. There we go. I really don't want to see back above 40 at all. I'm going to go ahead and go to break even. I don't like the fact that it didn't straight flush there. I'm out. What's up, Caleb? I'll let this come back to point of control if it wants to do it. I still like a little more downside on NQ. You know, clean out some of this wick garbage down here. But I kind of want a higher entry than what I had. I don't like that 41 entry that they get, that I hit on the bid. ES is still hanging out above its Celt. What was I up on that? 5 points at one point? $100? Maybe I should have just taken my $100 and called it. Oh, dang. Chris is short on ES from 54.20. Maybe I should have just hung in there. From those of you guys that are from Goose's Discord, Chris, I know, hasn't posted a whole lot in there, but definitely pay attention to his trades on ES. He's very, very good. Very, very good ES trader. I've been trading with him for a little over 2 years, and he's probably the most consistent winning. Wow, good kill. Consistent winning ES trader that I've seen in that time span. The guy puts up pretty big profits consistently, 10, 15, $20,000 days on a pretty consistent basis. And he doesn't even use charts to trade. He just trades strictly from his DOM. I don't know how he does it just yet. I know when he did trade with charts, he used TPO charts. So I'm assuming that he uses some sort of, you know, naked point of controls, high and low volume areas in order to execute, but I haven't quite put my finger on it just yet. But definitely pay attention to his trades, and if you guys figure something out, let me know, because he's very secretive as well. Schnejo, how long have I been doing this evening? Well, I've taken one trade. It was pretty much break even. This is my, I don't know how, are you talking how many Globex live streams have I done? I've only done a couple Globex live streams. I think I'll be doing more of them, though. It's really hard for smaller channels to compete with the large influencer traders that are streaming during regular trading hours. So I think if I want my YouTube channel to grow, I'm going to have to not be competing with those audiences. Yeah, Caleb, I'm not sure. Chris is an ICT guy. I don't know if he's an ICT guy or not. I don't know. He's really you'll find he like drops breadcrumbs in certain places. He doesn't like people copy trading him. But I've seen it for 2 years. I've been trading with him for a long time. And the reason why he is a member of my Discord is because he respects my ability to locate levels. You know, he seems to think that I'm the only person that locates levels remotely close to his, which that can't be true, obviously. I mean, if I can see levels, other people can see levels as well. But the ability to pinpoint those levels on both the ES for something that I don't trade, I think is what draws him in. What is going on here in the markets? I'm seeing like 20-point swings on the NQ all of a sudden. How long? Oh, how long have I been streaming? Like in total, when did I start streaming? I started streaming last, when was it? Chat? Last July? I want to say it was late last July, maybe early August. And then Globex I've only done recently, to tell you the truth. You'll probably see me more during the nighttime though, in the future. Schnejo, sometimes I bring guests on. Last week I had banana bread trades on. So it's not just me that you'll see on my channel. Friday mornings we do trading with the boys where I have 3 other traders on with me. Speaking of which, chat, if any of you want to come on stream and talk strategy and just hang out with me, reach out to me in my DMs and we'll get something set up to bring you on. I'm always interested in learning how other traders trade. Imagine me getting famous on YouTube. I doubt that's going to happen. Like I said, Andrew, I'm not a high leverage, high risk type of trader. So I don't know that you're ever going to see the, hey, I just made $100,000 in 2 hours kind of thing, because that's just not the type of trader that I am. But no, what makes my channel good, Schnejo, is the community. It's all these guys that you see in the chat. They're all, for the most part, really good traders, and they make this community what it is. If you're interested, we do have a free Discords, both mine and Goose's. yeah, Palm, 20 viewers. There is a link in the description to my Discord down below. Feel free to join up. There's a lot of good traders in that Discord. A lot of the names that you see there are members already. We hang out all day during the trading session, talk trades, talk smack to each other, pick on each other quite a bit as well. And then Goose's Discord is free as well. There's a lot of good educational content on his Discord. He also has a YouTube channel, Banana Bread Trades. Feel free to subscribe to his channel as well. But we got a nice little trading community here. We all just want to see each other make money. That's what we're here for. So we try to help each other out as much as possible. We're a family. Palm 22. Are you keeping count of all the viewers right now? I don't even know. I don't have that doc up. I never know how many people are watching or not. Palm, I think last week when Goose was on, I think we hit 50. Whatever, Goose. You just do. You were just on last week. You were just streaming with me last week. You do more than that. You'll call your mom, Tyler? That's fine. Does she trade? Yeah, any of you guys that want to come on, just reach out to me in DMs. We'll get something set up. I enjoy having people on the streams with me. It makes it a lot easier. Like when you're just solo streaming, unless the chat's really going off, it's hard to stay engaged. I mean, what's going on? We're getting a lot of movement all of a sudden. Granted, it's choppy movement, but... Is there like Chinese news or something? Am I missing something? If Tyler's mom taps in, Caleb will too. Yeah, guys, like I said, feel free to come hang out anytime. Goose knows he has an open invite. Obviously, Palmetto and Dave and Nims are on Friday for Trading with the Boys every week. I'm trying to think of a better streaming schedule that I can do as well. I'm almost thinking instead of doing like the Monday, Wednesday, Friday RTH streams, I'm thinking about doing like maybe Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday Globex streams, and then Friday just do the RTH with the Trading with the Boys. Streaming every day is a lot, especially when there's, it's a little different when you're making money off of it, but when you're not making money off of the streaming, it obviously is a distraction from the trading as well. I definitely do more dumb things when I'm streaming. When drunk stream. I mean, Dave will sip on some bourbon for you on Trading with the Boys, for sure. Goose was starting to feel a little saucy last live stream. He was combining the words glizzy clipper by the end of it. I think I heard glippy at one point. Goose, can you tell Price to get away from your kelp mid there? Schneejo, I've been doing, yeah, so I am on during the day, during mornings. I trade for normally an hour or two at New York Open, so 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central. I don't have a fixed schedule just yet of when I'm going to be streaming, because right now we're just kind of a two-man team. And when my friend / editor Mason can't do a lot of the work, I end up doing a lot of the editing for my channel as well, like the YouTube shorts. And right now we're producing a Glizzy Clipper series where I'm going through a prop firm account with trading a single indicator, which takes a lot of time to produce those videos as far as filming and editing and all that is concerned. So live streaming every day is just a lot. And I still need to trade to make money as well, obviously. So I'm trying to figure out what my exact streaming schedule is going to be going forward. As of right now, I stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So until further notice, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'll try to have something more concrete as far as my schedule is concerned over the next couple weeks. Try to see exactly how I can fit in the streaming to everything. 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. Eastern Standard. Glizzy. But, Schneejo, if you want to, I know on Goose's Discord, they hang out in the voice chat a lot of nights, hanging out, trading, talking, drinking, doing whatever. My Discord's pretty active with the voice chat during the day. Level Up is. So, yeah, I would join both those Discords. Both are really, really good communities. And honestly, probably some of the best traders out there that you're going to find in at least the prop firms futures trading world. Yeah, Palm, I'm almost thinking about doing more of the Globex thing. At least then I'm not competing with the big influencer traders. You know, it's hard to steal any kind of views from them. Like I said, even a lot of my loyal viewers are tuned into other influencers during that time. So it's really hard to see any kind of like channel growth. I think in order to get some of those people, I think I'm going to have to go when they're not on. Or when they're not live. And I know that's probably going to upset some of my European friends and German friends and Indian friends especially. You know, Phoenix I know is going to be pretty upset about that, but I think that's probably going to be the best way to see any kind of growth with the channel, or at least, you know, a little bit quicker growth than what we've been seeing. Joel, I haven't thought about that really. Power hour. Normally I'm done trading by power hour. You know, I'm normally done with my trading. I'm normally done by noon and working on other things in the afternoon. But yeah, I haven't thought about that. And that would probably be an ideal time for at least the level up community. You know, because our community has people from India, the UK, South Africa. You know, they're all over the globe. But that's not a bad idea. Maybe that's what I do. Maybe like, Joel, maybe Mondays I do Power Hour, right? And Wednesdays I do Globex Open. And then Fridays I do the Trading with the Boys for RTH Open. And then maybe I'll just surprise you on another day, to either Tuesday or Thursday at a random time. Surprise stream. Man, guys, the market is just going sideways. This is this is not ideal. Is anybody scalping this little range here? I mean, it's really tightening and constricting. So I'd imagine we get a move at some point. It's just probably not going to be till London session when we get the move outside of this high volume area. I mean, we are nowhere near a glizzy print. Kelt channels tightening, condensing. Yeah, Dave, I don't know. I just look. I mean, we're on the Kelt mid on every index right now. Let's see what the DOM is. The DOM moved at all, really? Not really. You still got those orders up higher. And you still got this guy up here at 19K. Let's see how big he is, even. It's only 100 lot. The books are just thin right now. I mean, obviously there's more interest to the top side than there is to the down, but Might be stuck in this right at Kelt mid for a while. Yeah, Dave, I don't know. It's hard. It's hard for me to say where we're heading. You know, you'd like to say 19K would be the biggest draw there with that 100 lot up there, but we don't have enough volume to move us 160 points up right now either. I would honestly like to see Price come down here and clean some of this out. You know, at least explore this wick here. So down into the mid 820s, but I don't know that we're going to get that. We're hardly moving. I mean, are you guys trading this at all? Other than Dave? And Joel, are you trading this? Palm? Palm's Fortnite. Ethan's over there. Limit order on the Russell. Let's see. Caleb, how do you like the Russell? I've had a hard time. So I've never traded the Russell before prior to doing the Glizzy series. But man, if you're operating in the wrong spots on the Russell, it will slow grind you to death. Especially on an overnight session. You like the Russell? Yeah, we just need to get out of this time period where all the charts look the exact same. You know, like every index the chart looks the exact same. You know, if I zoom out enough on every single index, they all look the same. I remember the good old days when the YM was moving definitely not the same as NQ or ES or the Russell. You know, so when one wasn't good price action, the others were. But right now, all these indexes, people were telling me the other day that I need to trade ES because I kept getting wicked out on NQ, but ES is doing the same thing. It's doing the exact same thing. Yeah, Caleb, I haven't. Maybe that's what I need to do. Because, like, I mark out levels on the ES and NQ and YM, but I've never looked at the Russell prior to trading the Glizzy. So I have no idea what levels are on it at all. Kind of just been trading it blind faith in the indicator itself. Palm, you just got second. I have no idea what any of that means, Palm. It's worth it. You've been running a 3 to 5 point stop on your trades and break even at +4 or more. Yeah, I just think that's, you know, the current state of the market, Caleb. I don't think it matters what index you're trading, really. Obviously, NQ is more aggressive with the wick outs and stuff like that. You know, but I had a trade the other night. I think I was in the voice chat with Goose and Brian and all those guys late night where I was up on YM. I swear I was up like, I don't know, 50, 60 points, something like that. And out of nowhere, I got wicked out of a trade and it bounced right back up, literally to the tick. YM will finally break. I like downside. The only thing that's keeping me out of the YM right now is the fact that these two are hanging out above their Kelp mids. If we can get both the NQ and the ES to break below the Kelp mids here, I think we could get that downside that you're thinking about. But I need to see both these indexes below the Kelp mid. Because otherwise, if NQ and ES continue to bounce this, YM's probably going to follow suit. Tyler, give us the cap fill already. Yeah, I know. Let's see here. Let's go to NQ because that's going to be the most. Yeah, I mean, 18,390 ish is what you're looking at for a gap fill. I mean, that's just 450 point move. I mean, it's going to happen eventually, right? But are there still gaps to the top side as well that haven't been filled? Let's see. That one's been filled. I don't really see any other gaps to the top side. I mean, I'm not going to scroll all the way back on this, but if you guys know of any gaps to the top side that haven't been filled yet, let me know. Yeah, Caleb, I mean, that's just it. It's really, really difficult trading right now. Like, it really is. Like I said, when I started trading, people always ask me, like, how did I get to where I'm at, right? Like, how did I build an account balance? How did I pass the props? When I started trading, it was shortly after COVID, and it was when the market was just a bull run. Everything was buy the dip, and it was fairly easy trading, right? Like, don't get me wrong, there were down days in that stretch as well, obviously, and down periods. But for the most part, you could literally just wait for the open to sell off a little bit into a level, buy that level, and sit in it. Granted, the moves were only, you know, you're looking at what, a 200 to 300 point range at that time, because at that time NQ was down around, I don't know, 8,000, 9,000. But it was relatively easy trading. You just bought the dip. Fast forward to current market conditions, and I mean, 300 points happens in what, 5 seconds? sometimes. You know, Trump tweets the wrong thing and it's 300 points on NQ and in like a minute. It's crazy. And what's even crazier it's not like a straight down 300 points. It's like a choppy 300 points in that time span as well. It's like 100 points down, 70 points up, 200 points down, 80 points up. And it doesn't matter where you're operating, you're getting screwed. It's hard trading. But you know what's funny is we complain when there's volatility, and then we complain when the market's doing what it's doing right now and not moving. So it's like, I don't know what the happy medium is either. Or maybe we just as traders like to complain. Yeah, Caleb, but that's the thing is like, you don't know when like back in the day we had financial juice and you could just watch for those red folder tickets, right? Those red folder headlines and you'd be fine. Now you never know when it's going to happen. You never know when somebody's going to say something. You never know when Trump's going to tweet something. It's just completely random. Like you would never catch me trading without a stop in the current market ever. And sometimes even when you are trading with a stop right now, you're catching, 10 point slippage on your stop. Yes, Tyler, I have financial juice on. It's on my other monitor. But that is a nice feature that they have, right? Like it's right here. In fact, let's see what we got going on tomorrow. Okay, what are we looking at tomorrow? We are looking at... Looks like American Airlines, Procter & Gamble, jobless claims. Existing home sales. Oh no, we got Google earnings at the bell tomorrow. Intel. Well, we can expect another horrendous Nimkins call out at some point tomorrow during the trading session. We got Michigan sentiment on Friday. Could be a relatively wild end of the week here these next 2 days. Like Texas Roadhouse. Oh, Porch, you decided to join us? Or have you been here the whole time just being quiet? One second, guys. Teenagers right outside my house causing a ruckus. Oh yeah, Porch, go hang out with your kids. You just got home from work? All right, we're breaking below the kelp mids now. Let's I didn't say anything to him. I was just seeing what it was, Dave. I didn't do the get off my lawn. Golly, look at no movement on the YM here for periods. Yeah, I don't know if I'm interested in anything, guys. When charts have those gaps in the candles on a 1 minute chart, that's not a good sign. That is not a good sign. Yeah, Dave, I think we're supposed to get storms tomorrow. I don't mind the rain. You know? It makes the grass look good. My grass is like that thick, deep green right now. But by mid-July, it'll be yellow and burned out. Be a dust bowl. Take a couple of wedges out there. It's Palmetto. It's pretty. It'd be like hitting out of the deep rough. I'll put it that way. Oh, blueberry fields? Yeah, I need to look into installing an irrigation system at my house. I just haven't done it yet. I've had other house projects that I've been working on. And then last year, if you weren't paying attention to my YouTube channel at all, I had a plumbing backup that flooded out my basement and my main floor. So I pretty much had to redo the entire main floor and basement. At least the floor and the walls and the drywall, everything that got wet. What I eat to do what I eat to do that? Well, my homeowner's insurance paid for it, so I didn't pay a whole lot to have it done. It was $1,000 deductible, so it didn't matter. But it wasn't fun. I didn't stream it all from the hotel, but I definitely traded from the hotel and was talking to the Discord community during that time span. But I was out of my house for like, I don't know. Dave, do you remember how long I was out of my house for? Like 2.5, 3 weeks? I was living out of a hotel. It was not fun. Not fun at all. And then oh, what did it do to the plumbing? I don't know what happened. So it was crazy, Caleb. So the backup happened. The plug happened on the main line out to the road, right? And it happened just before the sidewalk. If it happened to be under the sidewalk or beyond the sidewalk, the city would have been liable for it. However, because it happened like 6 inches into my lawn, or that's where they determined the stoppage, what the blockage was, it was my homeowner's insurance that had to pay for it. But yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. Never want to go through that again. But yeah, so the story that I was saying before I got sidetracked there, when they went to move all my furniture and stuff back in, they hired these college kids to do the moving. And I know it's crazy, Caleb. Yes. A few inches can't make a difference. I get it. These guys decided to do 360s with my fridge on the brand new floors and scuff them up, and they had to redo the main floors because these guys damaged the floors right after they installed them, moving everything back in. Oh my gosh, what a nightmare. What a nightmare. Did my premium go up? No. No, Palm, it didn't. Well, I mean, it did, but no more than anybody else's did during that time period. Everybody's insurance premiums are going up right now. Everything is getting more expensive. Goods, services, everything that you pay for. Except for Apex evals. Apex evals aren't going up. Well, guys, it looks like I'm not going to get a trade. We are just chopping Kelt mid. Every time we think we're about to break away from it, it just magnetizes right back to it on all the indexes. So I'm probably going to call it there for the evening. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. I had a good time. Globex streams are definitely a different vibe than the RTH streams. That's for sure. I appreciate you guys being engaged with the chat as well. Thanks to the new subscribers. We got 2 new subscribers during this stream as well. So that's a good sign. I won't be streaming tomorrow at all. However, I'm pretty sure Mason's going to have the editing done for the Glizzy series episode 2. That should be coming out sometime, probably tomorrow afternoon, I'm guessing. But we will be back with DJP, Nimkins, and Palmetto on Friday for Trading with the Boys at 9:30 a.m. Eastern. So feel free to check us out. Once again, thanks for hanging out, guys. And enjoy the rest of your evening. If you're green, stay green. Don't get caught in this chop. And I will see you on Friday. Peace.